He did get the efficient light, so I guess we kind of have to finish it relatively soonish. I will be betting there's going to be armor on its way here. Anything else would be really surprising me. Like a lot. Now we have levels on the Foon, so I don't even think it matters all that much. So what's the most amount of money? This is 550. This is 400. This is 550 as well. This is the highest amount. Alright. So I guess we're gonna be putting those here, selling those off, getting our levels on everything that we can level. We hit temp range again. I think it's time to start finishing it, if at all possible. And I would like to elite recruit myself. One of these. And let's mass recruit ourselves. I don't know. Can't really get much else. Maybe I should have taken an attack up instead, or bought chaff before that happened. I don't know. Let's just hit this button. And let's probably just throw something else here. Nah, let's make that delayed chaff back here. Range and armor. Yeah, armor on the Phantom Race. That makes perfect sense. But mind you that these Typhoons are kinda not all that caring about the 120 points of armor here. Especially these Typhoons. So armor really doesn't serve all that much of a purpose in my opinion. Yeah, we are just tearing through this army. That's a problem. When you're fighting with or against tanks, that move can work, unless the tanks are already sufficiently out of control. But when you're fighting this, I don't see it working. I think EMP is gonna be more value, because I'll wait till we can break a few shields beforehand. We can level a bunch of Foons, so now they do even more damage, and it means it's going to be much more difficult to go through armor. Speaking of shields... And we can finance all of that by selling these and getting some more units down. Or maybe I should get some more shields at least. Does it matter? I think I want to shield at least these balls and these balls. And then we just get more crawlers, because I really think he should not have thrown on elite on the arc lights, because that just prevents a lot of stuff from happening. Let's just throw some more here. And see if we can finish it, or if he's going to find whatever button is necessary to beat us here. He is hitting the Phoenix button. That makes sense. I'm also hoping that I didn't misinvest into shields, but at the same time I feel like chaff clear still is a problem for him, despite the great amount of arc lights. We have so much chaff. But we are going to lose a good amount here as well. So I'm not entirely sure how good or bad that's going to be. We are, however, up a very expensive tech now. That is a good crawler positioning here, but I don't think it matters all that much anyway. Yeah, like, look, there's the next wave of chaff incoming. And now those are going to hopefully store the Phoenixes for a decent amount of time while the arc lights are already dying. We really needed more actual chaff clear. Arc lights with charged shot are no longer chaff clear. So Foon Ball, ladies and gentlemen, is completely overpowered apparently, unless you know how to play against it. And with Typhoon spec, it does take a good while to get it up and running. But once the balls and the Foons are rolling, there's not all that much you can do, I wager. Unless you find the absolute antidote to it. I think it's time to pick up the Wasps here. We're just going to be coming in from this flank and murdering everything. I think it's also time to pick up this. And then we pick up... Do we pick the mobile beacon up? I think we do. We just throw this this way, and we do sell one of these. And exchange them for just a pack of crawlers, so that potentially if he misses, there's something in the front. And then I think I'm just going to get one more of these. And get extra health and throw a missile. Let's protect this against potential shenanigans. And as far as the missile goes, they have been quite annoying, so let's delete that. Can't unlock that, let's unlock this. Oh, multi-melt. Multi-melt might actually be good here. Also the EMP missiles possibly can do something, but we do have all these wasps coming in there, and I hope that still counts for something. Yeah, I guess multi-melt is really strong. We desperately need like a ball to kill this. Are we winning this? Not so sure anymore. We are finally getting rid of all of this, and they have actually killed a multi... Okay, this guy's health is also super low. Apparently he didn't have the money, or... Well, he had the money, but he didn't choose to get heals. He instead chose something else. I actually want to see how this goes when you don't pick up the EMP and instead choose heal. GG! I really think that multi-melt is a good answer to this, but I think you need energy absorption with it. I'm going to try that because I don't know if it's going to work, but I can imagine it working. I definitely can imagine it working. Alright, more of these that I legitimately can no longer use because I've gotten everything here. I wish I could kinda now go back and purchase these things, but evidently that is not possible. Let's go into replays and hit that game up, get the final round, and as the opponent, I'm not sure how much I can get, but let's throw it into melters. Let's throw it into melters, into multi-melt and heal at least. And if it's possible, range as well. Because we do get 2 melters already for free. So let's hit that. Let's put them in reasonable spots, and I think this is a reasonable spot. I also want to sell a unit that I don't expect to get anything really done, and that's probably gonna be these guys here. So that is a good amount of money. Let's get energy refraction and hit all of these buttons. And then we can just about not squeeze in because we're elite. Okay. I thought we could squeeze in another melter, but yeah, we are elite. So that don't work. Let's get extra range. And maybe we get subterranean. That's going to help with chaff endurance. We don't have any money for additional units, but I don't think we are going to need it anyway. And since we seem to be doing a good job, let's maybe just throw them in on one side, maybe behind the arc lights. Do the arc lights have more range? Oh, the arc lights have more range. That is kind of not good. And let's also slow down whatever is coming this way. Might get broken first on this side, but that hasn't been the main issue anyway. I'm deliberately not trying to play around this, because I don't think there was much of a way to expect that happening. The missile hasn't triggered yet. Now it did. So that should get picked up by this multi-melter. Yeah. Alright, that thing died rather quickly. I suppose it's just a level 1 and can't heal as much. Yeah. Okay, so that didn't work either. And without the extra range, I think we are outranged by the steel balls and stuff, and then we just don't get to do anything. Okay, I feel like if he had more money, that could have worked. Those guys were doing a lot of damage, but they also triple tagged. I guess it just didn't work, but I think multi-melt is a decent answer to this kind of playing. You'd have to play around it, maybe with crawlers coming out of your steel balls. But I think one of the greatest advantages that I had is that my opponent nerfed his arc lights chaff clear, and then he never got any decent chaff clear, as I was just in the early rounds building up a massive chaff board compared to what I usually do. And then there was just no helping all the chaff running in at all the times, and we were just picking up the wins based on that. Anyway, thanks for watching and listening. I hope to once again see you in the future, and until then, have a fantastic day.